See how cold the water is today. Oh, that is still freezing. It's still very cold, but it is lovely. It feels so amazing to be walking barefoot and squishing my feet in the mud of the river and the cold water. Today we're making a video about walking barefoot. Hi.
Hi.
That's my girlfriend, Kirsten.
Hi.
She's also walking barefoot with us today. Frog! Another frog! Oh my god, the humans are coming! Run! Okay, so today I wanted to make a little video about walking barefoot. I have made multiple videos about walking barefoot on my main channel, but today I just wanted to do a bit more of a raw, real, in nature, full immersive experience of walking barefoot and just tell you why I love it so much and why I think it's super beneficial for anyone to try doing it. The first one is it just feels so nice, especially if you aren't walking on gravel. It's like gravel isn't really a natural thing, so if you start to come off the trails and just explore areas around where there aren't trails, like this feels so amazing on the feet. Obviously if you're not stepping on big thorn bushes or vines like this, that would also be helpful. But it does make you a lot more aware of your environment and your surroundings and makes you feel like you actually have to be very present as to what you're doing and where you're stepping and placing your feet. So I think it slows you down a lot more as well, which is nice and makes you just like be in the moment and take in everything that's happening around you. And yeah, you just get to experience the world and the environment through another sense in your body. When we're wearing shoes, we are often so disconnected from the ground below us that we don't actually feel the ground and feel the earth. So the sense of feeling isn't something that we're experiencing when we're going on a hike or going on a walk in nature. We are seeing things and hearing the sounds and the smells and all that kind of stuff, but just adding another sensory experience to it just makes us feel so much more connected to the experience that we are having. Have you done any barefoot hiking before?
With you.
With me? Yeah. What's your favorite part about it?
I like that it lets my little piggies be free. No, I like to be able to feel the earth. It's nice.
Subscribe for more feet content. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with foot fetishes either, so if anyone knows the deal with that, let me know, because I don't really get it. Yeah, I see our feet is more of just like a tool for taking us places and letting us feel the world in a new way, so I don't really sexualize feet in any sense. So yeah, if that's the kind of video you're looking for, this is probably not the video for this. But how beautiful is this landscape here today? We've got all the skunk cabbage coming up, and then I also found out today, just now, that this plant is actually really toxic and poisonous. I can't remember the name right now, but I'll put it on screen. Apparently Native Americans used to eat this plant to decide who was going to be their chief, and so the stems and the roots and the leaves are already toxic, and so the person that had the least reaction to the toxicity of the plant was chosen as chief, which is pretty insane. But it's such a beautiful plant. It's so nice and soft and inviting, and yeah, it's just so beautiful, and yet it's poisonous, so that kind of sucks, but you learn something new every day. Onwards?
Onwards and
Upwards the river. Moss. That is actually one of the best feelings, just walking on a carpet of moss barefoot.
we do this all day.
Like that is just so plush. Very nice. Thank you, moss. We love you a lot. On the rock. What a scene. You got the wide, and then you just zoom in, and you got Frog Boy on the rock.
Oh, to be a frog.
What a day to be a frog.
On a river.
Oh wait, I just remembered. You're a health person.
Yes, I am a health person.
She studies health stuff.
I study health.
No, she does chiropractic and acupuncture, so she knows more about the body than me. But what can you say about like how is being barefoot beneficial to like bodily health?
Bodily. So when your feet can feel the ground, you get all the ions that are coming like in from the soil and everything, and it goes into your body, and it makes you feel calm. It also is great for proprioception, which is like your feet feeling and how you perceive the world around you through your feet. Better for balance. It's much better for your body to be barefoot than in shoes that are this high.
Yeah, I've also realized by wearing a ton of different shoes throughout my life for different activities that shoes aren't designed for individual people. Like, shoes are made for the general foot shape, and all of us have very different feet. So when we choose a common shoe and we cram our feet into that very small confined space, it restricts the movement that our feet naturally want to have and the way they want to move. And so our body will adapt to walking in very different, weird, uncomfortable ways. And so that can actually cause a lot of problems down the line when we are walking in a way that our body naturally doesn't want to be moving. So if you're not wearing shoes, then you don't have that problem.
Found the bridge to Terabithia.
Nice. Cross the bridge. This area is so beautiful right now. Just being able to explore and like walk freely here. This is a definite big plus for Connecticut. And most people don't do this in Connecticut, obviously, because we're the only ones here on like the nicest day of the year so far. Oh, look at all that. That looks like good standing moss. That's the good stuff. Walking barefoot to cure the soul. And we got the sun out today. What a day. This is so beautiful. This is the nicest day we've had all year in Connecticut. I think it's like 19 degrees Celsius right now, which is probably in the 70s.
72 degrees for us Americans.
72 for the Americans out there.
Oh, snake!
There's actually a big snake there.
No way!
It was like this big.
No way!
So it looks like we got some deer tracks crossing the river here. And then also, this looks like it's probably a dog. I mean, I don't imagine any other animal being out here really, since there's a hiking trail around here. So I'm sure someone had their dog with them. But that actually reminds me of the point that there's no other animal or species on this planet that wears shoes. And we are an animal and a species of this planet, just like everyone else. And while shoes can help us perform some activities, we went for billions of years without shoes, and our feet are naturally designed for this world. We came from this land, and so our feet and our bodies are designed for this land. So it's not like you need shoes. I guess the only time you need shoes is to fit into social conformity, if you're like going to a shopping mall or a restaurant or something. But other than that, if you're going for a hike, if you're going to the beach, if you are even at your house or in the garden, like, get your shoes off, get your feet dirty. Feels so good. And actually, even just being here, I didn't sleep very well last night. I only managed to fall asleep at like 1 a.m. But so I woke up kind of in a bit of a grumpy mood. But even just being out here, it's such a nice day, and being able to walk in the water and really engage with nature like this, I just feel so much happier and so much more alive. So yeah, I'm very excited to be here. And I definitely think that walking barefoot and feeling the cold water on my feet is physiologically adding to that, and psychologically. So somehow we both acquired wizard sticks, and we don't know where they came from or when we picked them up. We've just both been walking with them for a while. You more longer than me.
Yeah, I've had this bad boy for 20 minutes.
Been through a lot.
It's been through a lot.
But yeah, I just realized I had the stick in my hand. I just got so lost in the moments of walking barefoot. But we've kind of just turned this into a river exploring mission now, where we are walking up the stream and just seeing where it goes, because we both have no idea how far this goes up or where it even goes to. So yeah, it's a very fun adventure. So we have exited the river ecosystem and we are now in the pine tree section. And just walking on these pine needles is so nice and soft on the feet as well. And they're all warm from baking in the sun. Such a good time. So we've probably been walking for about 2 miles now. I also did a barefoot hike yesterday for 3.5 miles. So my feet are starting to feel a little bit more raw now. How's your feet feeling?
My feet are good, but I didn't do the hike yesterday barefoot
Yeah.
because I had a child. So
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like anything under 3 miles of hiking, obviously depending on what terrain you're walking on, like your feet will most likely be fine. But once you start pushing that, which I would actually like to do, I would like to do a much longer hike completely barefoot at some point. So I'm considering this just my training for that. We'll get there. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of our hike right now, and I can say without a doubt that I highly recommend going for a walk in the woods or the beach or your back garden or a city park, wherever you are. Just take your shoes off for a couple minutes and just try and notice how you feel, how it makes you feel. And I can almost guarantee that it'll make you feel better. How do you feel after your barefoot hike?
I feel great.
You feel good?
Yeah.
What have you learned from your barefoot hike?
That my feet can handle it, and yours can too.
Buy feet now. Only $9.99 on feet.com.
Check out the link below.
No, but seriously though, I actually do have a Patreon account as well. If anyone is interested in supporting me and my work and my creativity, yeah, I share tons of behind the scenes kind of stuff on there, upcoming projects, early access to all of my videos, all the good stuff. And I also plan on doing some rewilding guides and zines and just a whole bunch of cool stuff to come on there. So if you want to check it out, the links will be in the description. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining our little river barefoot hike adventure. Thank you for Kirsten for joining us on the adventure.
Thank you to the woods.
Thank you to the woods.
Thank you to my mom for having me.
Thank you to the frogs and the squirrels. It was a great time. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye.